Yo, I retired. I brought it. Yo, people. We are on time, barely. The game soon kick off, people. USA versus El Salvador, U20 Concacaf Championship. Please do smash the like button. Smash the like button. Make sure you thump it off. See, we're gonna get right into it, people. The match is about to kick off, so we'll get everything on the screen, all the information, and you know you're gonna get the proper commentary, the proper analysis, the real way. So we're going to get started right now, people. Let me get this on the screen. Yeah, boom, bang. Let's see. Yep, let's get that going. This boom, so I have the lineup. All right. So the USA anthem now, people. Make sure you're smashing up the like button, share, subscribe, drop your score predictions in the comment section. Listen, I'm going with I really want El Salvador to get something out of this game. I do think that USA with playing a game under their belt, I think we'll probably get a better performance from them tonight. So I think El Salvador short on confidence, lost 3-0 to Cuba. Um, I think USA win this game probably. Another 3-0 loss for El Salvador. Yeah, I want them to get a draw out of the game, but don't think it's gonna happen. Look, Allegra in goal, Lopez, White, Pena, Aguilar on the back line. Arnold, number 10. They're gonna need a big game from him tonight. Aguirre, number 15. Guatemala, number 12, Cabrera, Correas, and if you've been following this team, you know that Luis Tobar been playing from U17 come right up. U15, everything. So Tobar, the big striker, up front. Then for the USA, you have the same goalkeeper, Rizvanovic in goal. Applewhite and Cups will be the centre backs. Days will play right back. Brown, he comes in on the left back position for this game. Then we have Colin Guske in midfield. Colin Gusk, probably. I don't know. He's probably not pronounced Guske, but Gusk. Then you have Shaw in midfield with Contreras, who started on the bench last game. He starts. He's been coming up through the ranks as well with this team. Berchimas, another one. He'll be on the flank. And Ramos as well. And then you have Din Clapija, sorry, up front. So I think what's gonna happen is Contreras probably will play wide. Ramos will play that floating role, the freer role. Berchimas on the left, maybe Contreras on the right, or vice versa. Not sure how it will look, but I thought Applewhite was out tonight. I heard that on another show, but I guess that was not right. So he is playing tonight. Coin toss. So Arnold and Applewhite basically getting things started. So that is finished. You have to check who the referee is, because these games, the refing, trust me, the refs, it's important to know what's going on with the refs. Felix Mojica. Felix Mojica. All right, Felix. So you're up to. So I'm saying 3-0 again. So Felix is from Nicaragua. All right. So the man is a Nicaraguan league legend. So one appearance alone? Ain't no way. All right, people, getting underway. I'm going 3-0 USA. What I say? Bless up, skipper. Bajo in the building. Like and share the video. Let them know. 5-1 USA say Bajo. I'm going 4-1. All right, I'm going 3-0. I think El Salvador somehow dirty up the game enough, foul them enough and just break up enough plays to keep the score there. But hey, maybe USA break out today. But let's see. I thought Gus, I wasn't overly impressed with him, but he grew into the game the last game. In the beginning of the game, he looked very nervous. Berchimas needs to give them more because they're definitely looking to him. And that was a sign of intent, but not coming out to anything. And I don't think he's going to be okay after that knock that he took. Let's see. He might be able to run it off. He got stepped on, but usually that's probably going to be a big up full. Big up, up full. All right, so USA in possession in their one half. Upper White, Gusk, over the top, Berchimas, good run. Can't bring it down. That will skip off the turf. Go out for a throw-in. So this is the same stadium that Jamaica is playing at. I think Mexico is the only group playing in that stadium. Eric Prada is the coach for El Salvador. No, he will be looking to bounce back. It's a tough game to try to bounce back in. USA obviously one of the favorites for the tournament. But look, it's the closest thing to not being youth football, but it is still at the end of the day youth football. So mistakes can happen, probably more at this level than at the senior level. So if you stay in the game long enough, you make it difficult, some opportunities just might present themselves. But the game taking the shape of what I thought it would be. USA just in control. El Salvador 5 across the back, just trying to stay compact. Tobar is pretty much a passenger, not really touching the ball yet. Actually interested to see how long it takes for Tobar to touch the ball in this game. There's almost 3 minutes now. So let's see. And that should be given away, and it is. Wanted a foul, but El Salvador lose it right away and then commit a foul. So it'll be a free kick. So interested to see Brown today. He was a player for the USA that I was looking to see play live. And he didn't get the opportunity in the first game. So I'm actually pleased. Oh, and that's a shot from Kapleja near post, but it's saved. And then Tobar touched the ball, so it took 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Not too bad. And he gets fouled immediately. But Berchimas whipped it in. Good first touch. And then a snapshot. El Salvador's goalkeeper was alert. But warning signs early for Gonzalo Segares, USA team, looking to exploit, I think, what is probably a mentally fragile El Salvador after their 3-0 loss in the first game. El Salvador tried to beat the US pressure by going over the top, but it was too far for everyone. So the US reset and will build. Upper White, Gusk, touching the ball. Pretty much every time USA get the ball, he's making sure to be a part of the build-up. Now it goes wide to Brown. Brown. And what a hack by the defender. Wow, what a tackle by Hugo Aguilar. And that's what I was expecting from El Salvador tonight. And referee Felix is going to talk to Aguilar, probably going to tell him, hey, calma. So Contreras will take the free kick. Line set just outside the 18-yard box. This will be whipped in an in-swinger towards the back post. Ooh. And Cups was at the back post there. Christopher Cups could not get on the end of it. Could only ricochet over the goal line, and it will be a goal kick. Here's a replay to the back post. I think he took a glance to see if the keeper was coming where the goal was before the ball got to him. I don't think he quite readjusted his body. Couldn't get around that one. The ref trying to calm some pushing. Anywhere Tobar is, you'll probably see some fisticuffs going on. Applewhite in the air. I think every single header that was there to be won in the first game, that guy Applewhite won it in the game that I watched with USA and Haiti. It was ridiculous. The captain for USA, Christopher Applewhite. So something must have happened off the ball there. And it's a free kick to El Salvador. Yo, how far you gonna push the ball forward, bro? When I watch Messi video them, Arnold takes it short, and the ref. What happened? Oh, man, no, say you go too far up. Man, the ref pull back the free kick because man take about 7-8 extra yards, but him see it. But this time it will go into the box. Not a bad ball, but no one could get to on the end of that one. That's why on those type of free kicks, you employ a line high. You don't want to give them the time to get onto the end of a ball like that. And that was the perfect setting of a line right there because they couldn't reach the pass, which looked dangerous. But if you set your offside line high enough, I don't care who you have on your team, you're not going to catch that ball. USA building. And typically what USA do in possession, the right back will stay as a right center back. Cups goes in the middle and Applewhite drifts out to the left. And it's a back three. And mainly the number 6 will be the player that's coming to receive. And besides him, you'll see different players turn up to receive. So it's a very fluid setup. Contreras wide to the left now. Plays it into the space, and that's a poor. You could see the idea. He was trying to find Tristan Brown on the overlap, what you call a third man run, but the execution was poor. It's a goal kick for El Salvador. We get some dark artistness. USA rather solid, especially Latino players, and USA big ups U20 Jason GTV. Big up to you, Mas. Contreras, good players, and Morales, number 10, bench looks a baller too. Yeah, Morales is good. Think I am ahead tonight, FS2. 3-1 USA, Haiti and Cuba 3 points, El Salvador super desperate. Yeah, imagine if this group was to be everybody on 3 points. That would be crazy. but I just don't see it in this El Salvador team. Contreras applying pressure, but El Salvador doing well. That one will be played long. Applewhite, as usual, wins a header. I'm going to count myself. That's two. 2 for 2 so far. Aerial duels. Applewhite switches it all the way over. This is Days. Birchimus with a poor first touch. And Days apologized to him, so it must have been a little bit off on the pass. And this player, if you follow Jamaican football enough, you would recognize him. Number 3 for El Salvador. That's Alexander White, playing for El Salvador tonight. You might remember him from under 17. Not this most recent one that qualified, but the one right before. And yep, if you didn't realize yet, the team that we would have lost to in the final game to qualify for that World Cup was against El Salvador. So we lost to them going to the U17, and in the U20 qualifiers, he's playing for the team that we lost to. Isn't that something? What do you think about that? Yo, when you hear him say? Alexander White. He's just 17. But him now only play right back. But he's playing left wing back in a 5. And he's really truly playing left back. I haven't seen him go up and leave where the 3 centre backs are. Just take away the ball and play it up the line. But USA will be back in possession. Here's Shaw. Over to Contreras. Good one touch. Back to Contreras now. Good sliding challenge by Guatemala. And that will be a throw to USA. Decent little interplay there, I should say, by USA on the left. Contreras is a player that they should try to get the ball often. Came off the bench in the first game and looked very solid. Ooh. Step on his foot first, then step on his Achilles. That one will leave a mark. Oh. Sure. Contreras Beats one. Sends it into the box. Header by... Ooh. And Days came close at the back post. And I think he's feeling that last challenge there where he got stepped on close to the back of the calf, Achilles area. And he was stepped on before that as well. I think it's the same foot or same leg. He's shaking his head. I think he knows that his night might be over. But let's see. Jeez, why they keep showing it over and over, bro? We saw it already. We saw it already. 0-0. Yeah, this score probably too small. See the score there. So Bertimus is coming off. I think probably Santi Morales. But let's see. Let's see the options what them have. Okay, so Dylan Vanny, who started the first game, will come on. So a different type of player to the one he's coming on for. So, you know, yeah. But I might even know. The way how Advocat had Curacao, if he's up for it, get the oldest coach ever. Where's that? Look old. Oh, that's Javi Morales' son? Wow. That's crazy. Yo, that was a crazy tackle. Contreras with a miscontrol. You don't see that much. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I just read the article. Right, actually, right before I came on stream, I was reading that article. Yo, El Salvador, I make sure. Where's that Trump? Jaja, World Cup is officially dead. It was fun while it lasted. Yep, Kushner brother involved. Apparently, he's gonna be the first private investor and take the deal to all his friends. Rich get richer. Where's that just the European and them thing there and the Gold Cup. But the whole of them are the same FIFA organizations. The only one UEFA. I mean, they are truly against. They're not the only ones against some of the stuff that FIFA want to do now, but UEFA definitely is the loudest detractors of what they're doing. Cups. El Salvador doing a good job keeping the game disjointed. They've had breaks for injuries and fouls, and it seems like they're taking a nice long time on the set pieces. Look at this goalkeeper that's taking his time. Allegra goes long. Huh? Yo, Applewhite again. Yo, this man I put him face into boots and don't even care. Yo, oh, well played. Contreras proving hard to deal with over there on that left side. Getting fouled. Gusk. Back to Applewhite. Back to Gus. Back to Applewhite. One touch. Switches now. Well, Cups cuts it off. Now to Days. Back to Cups. Cups will switch the play. And was that out of play? No, says the referee. Or no, it wasn't out. Coach unhappy. Look like it might have went out. Here's Days in his own half. Now goes across the half line. and just plays it back to Cups. I think the USA centre backs are a bit too reluctant for me to play a line breaking pass. It's all a bit safe from them. And maybe that's why Cups try to do it there. And Applewhite turns and says, calm down. Just keep the ball. Wait for the opening. But 25 minutes played, and USA yet to really have a true goal scoring opportunity. I think the best chance was probably from the set piece. Well, it was a set piece that, broke down, but, the second phase of the attack crossed to the back post. Days got his head on it, but it was over the bar. But other than that, I mean, there's a good snapshot near post by Clapesia and a good first touch. And that was probably the only save that the keeper made. So that's not bad for 26 minutes. It's a clear tactical plan. I mean, obviously, it's just compact shape, 5-4-1. And it's very passive from Tobar. He's not really pressuring. Gusk is down. I think that's probably one of the U40 crew that Rob Smith talking about. I know Americans having too much influence in football as a recipe for disaster, says PM. Yo, Jason, yo, big up, big up, big up. And that shot is wild. I'm not even sure if it was a header or a shot. I wasn't looking. Norway and many UEFA nations now going to take Infantino FIFA to court. Got loads and loads of money to do right. I bet Hungry Belly JFF will take the money and vote for Infantino. Ninjas, yeah. Man, them out here for war, bro. I could have told you that. Applewhite eases Tobar out of the header. Just a little forearm. And Tobar is going to milk this one for sure. So this is a free kick to El Salvador, and these are the type of situations where if you're El Salvador, you have to try to create something, get a handball, get a foul, but you have to put something into the box. Arnold goes wide, Correas being pressured. Good cut back cross. Oh, Tobar put that wide, but it wasn't a bad idea. He went for the volley. Perez over to Alex White. White on the ball, plays it wide. Cabrera. Arnold on the ball now, in his own half. I can't remember the last time I saw El Salvador have the ball like this. Now here they go trying to get into the attacking third. Good play. This must be the shortest player in the competition. Cabrera. How old is Cabrera, bro? He looks like he's 12. William Cabrera. Watch him be 19, 18. From NCFC Academy. My daughter played that team. Cups. It's cut out. And see, this is what El Salvador does, man. They ninja you to death, and then you have no pattern, no rhythm in the game. Every time USA get the ball, it's like a one touch, get it out my feet because I don't want to get killed. Like the minute the ball enter the middle third, they are just either getting the ball from you or fouling you. Watch it, foul. Yeah, man. William Cabrera again. Shot, man. Yo, this dude is incredibly short. It's played out wide. Contreras. Actually, that's Ramos. Dribbling inside. Too much dribbling. And that's gonna be kept in by Vanny. I don't think I've seen Vanny touch the ball since he's been on the field. So that just goes to show you that the shape of El Salvador is doing well. Over the top, Alexander White gets to that first. Arnold is fouled, and then Cabrera is knocked over. And it looks worse because Cabrera is 2 years old. But Day is going to get spoken to. Man said, be careful, stop. Yo, Cabrera, bro, I can't get over Cabrera height. Applewhite leaves that one. Rizvanovic will collect that cups. Applewhite. Here's Vanny, finally. Yo, what this brother do? El Salvador. Defense. Yeah, man, three of them. Oh, penalty. Or did he dive? Penalty. Jeez, peas. Man hit the ball back to the keeper, and it was not far enough back. I think he said, let me take it. Let's see. Let me see. It's probably going to be given, but geez, man. Alexander White stepping on the penalty spot. Yo, El Salvador coming like some real clown. El Salvador man, them a say, miss. Yo, the man, them, every man on the field step on the spot a while ago, you know. Yeah, I can't really get mad at an attacker. I'm an attacker, so, you know, I get it. When you play ball and you want to get a penalty, you're going to try to get a penalty. And there was a little contact, not with the hand, but the foot part did connect his left foot, I believe it was. So, yeah. Rob Smith said that's not a pen. I think it was a good penalty, boy. 1-0 USA. It was a penalty, though. Sad to say, I think it was a penalty. In 2026, that's a penalty. Concacaf cooking. Yeah, I agree. It's harsh. It's harsh. It's a pen but dodgy. I like that. I like that. Yeah, man. And his left foot, man. If you look at how him slide, him lower part of the keeper body connect with him foot when he was going past him. Him pull back him hand, but the momentum of the rest of him take him out. El Salvador was holding firm. Yeah, man, when I was growing up, that wasn't a penalty. But in 2026, I mean, you just have to watch enough football and you'll realize the threshold for a foul is not the same. Yeah, man, him embellish it for sure. And I've seen some refs like penalize the actual action of a foul just because he embellish it too much, but him never been with that, him give it. So put it this way, if it's called on the field, I don't if I'm in the VAR room, I'm not personally telling him to come look to overturn it. I'm sorry. I don't think that's enough because the keeper was panicked and out of control. And I mean, he did well enough to move his hand from the ball, but the rest of your body's momentum can cause the foul. And it did in 2026. Let me put that out there. But 1-0 to USA, 37 minutes, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So yeah, 37-16. El Salvador. Let's see if being down a goal will change anything about what they do. Applewhite can't believe it. This man wants a yellow card, Perez, but sorry, not Perez, Lopez, but he's not gonna get it. Don't worry, man. When you walk away, this man gonna push up the ball about 10 yards. Yo, this man gonna move up the ball again. You know? Watch this, watch this. Good ball, you know. Oh, Alexander White, good ball into the box. And that's too close to the goalkeeper and behind the goal for a goal kick. Keeper went to the right side, but when you put the height on it with that pace, it's going to go into the goal. For real. Goalkeepers union would have war you. Foul against El Salvador. This is Cabrera running. Yeah, my favorite player this. William Cabrera. Yo, El Salvador team have the wrong boots. Everybody a slip. Contreras beats Mighty Ants. Ah, USA suffocating them. They can't get out. And it's going to be a goal kick. So they'll get out now. Hopefully people are contributing to the video tonight by hitting the like button. Hopefully. What is... Let's see. Come on, people. 16 likes. Hit the like button, people. Smash up the likes, people. Don't be like that. Yo, what the hell is going on? Okay, there we go. USA players go back and forth in youth a lot of times, it seems. Yeah. Once I don't know, man. Concacaf just rough, yeah, man. Applewhite into midfield. Capija into the box. Tristan Brown will get there. He flips it into the box. It's cut out by El Salvador. Pena on the ball. Arnold plays it back. And the keeper just clears. Good first touch from Applewhite. Being pressed, but plays out of the pressure, dribbles out of the pressure, but a good tackle by Pena. And now Correas into Arnold. Here comes El Salvador. Decent numbers. Mighty Mike to the left. Arnold will strike, and it hits his own player. Oh, and not the great. I mean, it worked out, but I don't know if I'm passing it so firm to my keeper like that. And Contreras now on the ball. Alexander White, 1v1. Contreras, 1-2, plays around White. White trying to get back, slides. That's out for a corner. Foul. And that's a foul. Easy call for the referee there. Aguirre was the wrong side of Goscan. Well, team the wrong side, just stuck a foot, a lazy foot in. Contreras wants this free kick. Let's see if he pulls rank. Yeah, he's been at this level before. Applewhite, I think he might have been on that team before too. I know he's been in the USA system from before. Why not put in Mighty Ants in the wall? Yeah, man, put him to lie down or something, bro. So Vanny will take this one. Oh, good save. Allegre with a good save. Plays it out. Pena. Guatemala goes down the wing and frustrated Tobar looks back, asking what he's supposed to do with a ball like that. 4 minutes of stoppages at the end of the first half. Applewhite goes wide to Vanny. That's a poor pass by Vanny. Other than the free kick he took, he has been poor since he came on. It was a well-struck free kick though. And I think I was wondering why it looked more difficult. It was a deflection off of the wall. But in the end, it was a good save, no rebound. Applewhite again in the air. Contreras, keeper has to come out of his box. Good first touch by Lopez. And that's good defending as well by Tristan Brown. No turn. So a throw in to El Salvador. Tobar drops it back. Poor from Guatemala. But sorry, poor from El Salvador. There's a player named Guatemala on the field. Yeah, but El Salvador players have the wrong footwear. Everybody's slipping. And that's cleared eventually by El Salvador. Contreras with a good first touch. He goes wide. Shaw. Cups. Applewhite back to Cups. Here's Shaw. Shaw wide to Contreras. Drops it back to Shaw. Shaw. I'm just playing wall passes now. USA trying to stay in possession. Good line breaking pass. That's a decent attempt at a through pass to Tristan Brown, but Lopez was there to clear. Yeah, he's been poor. Bless up Apache. Blessings, blessings. Still think Morales would open up El Salvador and finito. Yeah, I thought Santi Morales was going to come on when Bercy Musk came off, but I don't know. Contreras. That's a good ball to the back stick. Tristan Brown. Referee. Oh, good shot. Oh, off the post by Gusk. Man, line that up. Mighty Hands gets fouled. I mean, Mighty Hands. Yo. Unlucky. And it is halftime. So it's 1-0 to the USA. A penalty given. Some in the chat saying it was controversial. I think it was a penalty. USA, Mexico look best so far. Canada, Jamaica, Honduras next level. Then Costa Rica, Haiti, Cuba. Yeah, I think our group definitely seen all the teams play is the best group. Like from overall all the teams. Definitely have the hardest group. But see how Canada look tomorrow. That's an important one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All right, people, it's halftime. Let's take a look at the statistical breakdown for the first half. So USA on the right, El Salvador on the left. Expected goals, USA right at their 1, so 1.04, 0.19 for El Salvador. Look at the ball possession, 79% to the USA, 21 to El Salvador. 7 shots to 2, 3 shots on target, none on target for El Salvador. USA one big chance from the penalty spot at one corner in the game. 292 passes, 55 completed for El Salvador, 65%, 93% for the USA. And they hit the post, Gus hit the post with that shot. Touches in the opponent's box 9-2. 2 for 23 on long passes. My gosh. USA 14 of 23. Passing the final third, 29%, 70%. USA 4 out of 10 on crosses. So they need to put more crosses in the box clearly. USA also won more duels so far. Clearance is definitely going to favor El Salvador, defending so much. The goalkeeper having a good game so far. Not tested the most, but has looked competent whenever he has had to make a save. That's the stats for the first half. Let's look at the lineups and see the standout players by rating. So Contreras, no goal, but he's up there with a 7.4. 1 of 2 on his dribbles. 2 key passes. Passes into box, all accurate. Passing final third. 3 of 5 on his crosses. 1 of 1 on his layoff. 100% passing accuracy. 9 progressive passes. Good in the duels as well. Dribble pass once. So yeah, I would say Contreras having a good game. And then Clapija has the goal. And he earned the penalty as well. So you get a little bit of that, a bonus for that too. 2 shots him take so far. His expected goals at 0.8. Him gone 1. 2 on target, 2 shots inside box. 5 touches in the opponent box. Only 50% passing accuracy so far. And he's 2 out of 4 in his duels. Nobody really a decent score except for Guatemala and Koreas. And Ramos been quiet. So I think it's a Contreras had what 37 touches, it said. So Ramos need to find a way to get on the ball more. Only 17 touches for Ramos. That's not enough. You need to be much more involved in the play. Yo, what is upper white duels? Yeah, man, aerial duels 4 out of 4 every time. But see where you can get him out there? Ground duels 1 out of 4. One foul so far. Guatemala. Passing. I kill your rating, my G. Pure 0%. Tobar just a run around and can't do nothing. Correas. One offside. That's all him do so far. And I have 2 key passes though. Both of his passes were key passes. 100% rating. 100% of the time he makes a key pass. 100% of the time he execute a pass, it's a key pass. That's mad. Every El Salvador team I've ever seen, always 3-4 mighty super midget players that just buzz around, but they're so little. Americans just wait for fouls, set pieces, really. Yeah, if they can keep on putting balls in the box, that's why it's a crosses. They're 4 out of 10. Just keep on putting crosses in the box. Ramos been danger when he does get it on the passing, though. Oh no, Ramos is quality, but he needs to get on the ball more. I don't think he's doing enough to demand the ball. Like Contreras, you see wherever he goes on the field, right, left, like he wants it. Like, give it to me. I'm here. Ramos has been kind of trying to find the space in between the lines. Sometimes he needs to just come collect it even shorter. I mean, he's playing a free role, so just do that. Get on the ball. Even if you just play a wild pass, just touch it. Get involved more. But they're gonna need to get more out of Dylan Vanny that came on. He's not providing them much. Get a 6.6 though. What am I missing? One key pass, maybe. 83%, 9 touches, one shot. Try to dribble, it never worked. No defensive stats. Cops with a 6.8. Team win every aerial duel today. 96% passing. But him just a pass. Very rarely MC. Okay. Not bad. Alright, from the USA, what can I do? Should I do anything? Yeah, Santi Morales. Wait, Cooper Sanchez dead? Yo, bring on Sanchez then. Then I go bring on Sanchez from Atlanta halftime. He wasn't there last game. So look like them asking for this. Get a one more game. This man I play every game for Atlanta, you know, man. Cooper Sanchez. Yeah, he's been good. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if yeah, Sanchez is a baller. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think the only reason he didn't start is probably because he hasn't been there, but for a couple of days. Because I'm almost certain he was in the last MLS Atlanta team that just played. Let me see. Jeez, this team just lose every game. And Sanchez playing 90 minutes and get a 5.8. So why this man playing 90 minutes before him left? Them get 4-1. And he left him on. It was 4-love. Yo. Atlanta team looking tough. So still at halftime. I wonder if it's a halftime show I go on, people. But me never know about. It seemed like a long halftime. Yeah, man, he started and played 90 minutes. That's crazy. Big up in a move. We're there, man. We're there. Yeah, USA fighting for their lives out here. Some blowout tackles from the El Salvador Ninjas. Time to go get my beverage. Yeah, man, the Ninjas. Hey, Mas, tell him about the Scottish Premier League fantasy thing. Because I think he would be a much better candidate than I. You know, when I play anything, Mas, I'm trying to win. And I don't cover I don't follow the SPL enough, you know? Hold on, let me do this. I'm gonna drop my Discord in the chat. Milky, just join my Discord. And that way you can just, must put it in my Discord chat and you'll see it. So the second half finally getting underway. Must throw it in the chat. All right, second half underway. El Salvador, do they have any chance to get a point out of this game? Remember, all of the rankings in the quarterfinals will come down to highest placed, first place, second place, and third place teams, and that will let you know where in the 1 through 8 seeds you will land. So, if any of the other first place finishing teams, if Jamaica were to pull out the best possible results and come first after the result against Honduras, could we finish as one of the top first place or the top first place team? I think that's going to come down to goal difference. It could well come down to points itself. So if there's any chance for the Mexicos, the USAs of the world to not get 3 points, I'll take it. Alexander White with a poor. Oh, and he's gonna go into the book for sure for that one. And he just did foolishness as well because he controlled the ball well at first, and then all of a sudden took a touch that was way too loose. He said no. Oh, Contreras. What's up? Yo, that you tell Arnold just want the ball to go all the way to the other half when him get a free. Yo, this man have to push the ball forward down the line, and that's left alone by Applewhite this time. The only time he doesn't win a header is if he just lets it go over his head, you know. Hibernian. Hibernian. No, that's English. Hibernian. Hibernian? Or is that more Irish than Scottish? USA trying to find the opening. Here's Contreras. This is Ramos now. We'll ask him to get on the ball more. Days wants it switched to the other side, but what a ball. Come on, Brown. Control that ball better than that, man. Ramos just pings a ball to the left wing from the right wing with his left foot. Perfect accuracy. Technique. Throw into El Salvador. Alexander White, who's on a yellow now, will take this one. White to Contreras. Cabrera trying to slow him down, at least gets him to pass it back. Days. Contreras trying to skip past Cabrera, but Days recovers. Here's Gus. Not the best ball in the world, cut out by Aguilar. Here's White. White sends it to Tobar. That's actually not a bad ball at all. Arnold flicks it out wide to Perez. Sorry, Lopez. I keep wanting to call this you Perez. Lopez into the box. Oh! I don't know how Tobar ended up being hurt, but so how did I was about to say? I was about to say there's no way that Tobar is actually injured because I don't know what would have happened to him there. Irish ship workers. Mad. Upper White. That's a good ball by Cups. Contreras on the right flank. Blocked by White. Contreras gets the ricochet. Cabrera closed down. Here's Days. Over to Upper White. Upper White has a player wide. Doesn't use him. Goes to Cups. Cups wants to break the line. Goes wide again to Contreras. Contreras down the line to Ramos. Ramos flicks it to the back stick. And that will be out of play. There's going to be a sub now. And Alexander White on a yellow card will be coming out. And Emerson Guardado comes on, number 14. Here's Days. Plays it over to Cups. Cups into Gus. Gus on the ball. Plays it back to. That was a risky ball. And now here comes Correas. Correas driving forward. Has Tobar wide. Touch isn't good enough. And oh, not sure what happened there. Through the legs of the goalkeeper off the hands, and it's going to be a corner. Salvador trying to get something going. Gotcha. That for each brother. God, every time this man I try to move the ball when him get a free kick. Man kick the corner flag a while ago. Here's USA. That's a good play down the right. Sharp. Thought about a cross. Should have used Contreras probably. Aguirre looks like he got. Actually, that wasn't Aguirre. That was Guatemala getting back there defending. And this was the play by Arnold. Man, kick the corner flag. I said I'm gonna try to get to the top of the dark arts list. Oh, Johnston love Premier League. Fulham or Everton. All right. Yeah, man. Arnold is a little thief in youth, man. Every time they get a free kick, this man steals like 7 to 8 yards. And you can see that him can play now, but him is just a little scoundrel. That's a good word for him. Scoundrel. So the Jamaican El Salvadoran is off. Got a yellow card. I think the coach said, no, I'm not going to keep this guy on the field to be down to 10. Especially not with Contreras dribbling at him every 5 seconds. It looks like Ardan came on. Guardado. Guardado came on and is playing basically right center back in the 3 or the 5. Tobar got to that flick on. There was no one to flick it on to. And USA back in possession. Gus this time going long down the right. Contreras with a good first touch into the box, and that could be and will be a second penalty. That was just such a good first touch by Contreras there. And he had the speed to get there in front of Guatemala, who I think the coach has done him a disservice. He's been playing the central area around the back all game long. And they put him against the most dangerous attacker for the US to play left wing back. But that first touch is sublime. And then he gets kicked in the balls, it looked like. And these guys are again kicking up the penalty spot. And Shaw gets a yellow card. Looks like Ramos gonna get the chance this time. Ramos ready to strike this one from the penalty spot. Aguirre will try his best. So Alegria, sorry, will try his best to stop this one. Ramos, and that's well taken low to the keeper's left. It's 2-0 to the USA. 2 penalties. 2 goals. I don't think there can be any complaints about that penalty. Just got the wrong side of the player. Yeah, that's a penalty. If you think that was light, you should have saw the first one. Thereafter, Chile and Argentina 4th, 5th spots. That's a nice pen. Calm from Ramos there. Very well taken. Good pressing from USA. Vanni, good slip pass. Another good slip pass. Here's Contreras. Went for the far post shot. It was blocked. Days over to Contreras. A good pass down the line. Can he get to it? He can. It's going to be a corner to the USA. Yeah, 4 in 2 games. Damn, it's true. They had two last game too. Yeah, I mean, it, this super ultra defensive foul make the game disjointed is working, but I think they're getting so used to fouling that they forget that the foul in the box is worse. So Shaw confirmed to get a booking for the USA after the penalty was given. Cabrera tries to get by Days and can't. Cabrera looked like he's tired of falling down. Man, Fred. Number 6 from USA, Fred a while ago, you know, man. Contreras runs away for Cabrera from the 10th, 11th time. Right, you know, the man keep that in. Yo, how did you keep that in play, bro? He must hands that. How him do that? How did you do that? Why does youth football generate little interest globally? Um, because sad to say, interest is generated mainly through economic means. So how you sell events is typically stars, right? And what did they say about U20? You watch U20 and U17 and youth level to find the stars of tomorrow. Well, sad to say, the general consumer of football is not interested in finding the star of tomorrow. So purists that love football and the football is like, a big part of them life. Yes, these are the people you see watching these games, but not just the general person that watch football. Look at the stands at this U20 tournament. You can hear a pin drop in the stadiums. Yeah. And also it's crazy. There's somebody that I know over on that side of the world and he's trying to get to the games and he can't get the tickets them online. When he go to the stadium, them say them can sell a ticket at the stadium. And I'm saying, bro, there's no one there already. Wouldn't you want to get as many people as possible in the stadium? Yo, what kind of name is this, man? Change your name. Man Cake? Fire. I don't know how many corners total. The big crowds want to watch the best, I suppose, or they think it's the best. Yeah, it have something to do with it. Bullseye answer, no. True, man. Sturmgrass. United States of Argentina. Man, them a get foul. Where you want? Stop fouling, man. Them. Again, go try again. What that ref? Mas, you will watch the Belarusian third division. So you're different, Mas. You and I are different. The average person that's, a football fan, but not, they don't love football to that level. They're not going to be interested in watching this stuff. Depends where to. Watch Shamrock Rovers last night. They nearly came back from 2-0. Good try. I checked in on a stream today and people were saying Nolan overhyped. Wow. I think Jamari is really good actually. But I've said that from the first U17, like when he was still at Mount Pleasant. I was like, how is this man not starting in this team? And then finally start. Yeah. I mean, people have them opinions. If you disagree with the opinion, you're gonna say they are crazy or them chatting foolishness or whatever. But I feel them opinion, brother. What you gonna do? So Colton Swan, Musinden on for Shaw. That's probably the yellow card took him out. And Jaden Contreras is the one coming off. And Colton Swan is on. And also Apija coming off and Colton Swan is on for him because he's more of a striker. I missed the third player that would have come on for Contreras. Oh, so Contreras is not coming off. That was a mistake by the. Okay, so they fixed it now. So Din Clapija off, Colton Swan on. Aguirre back to Arnold. Arnold chips it out. Cops was called for pushing on Tobar. Free kick to El Salvador. Why do they just keep kicking away the ball? When the reggae girls playing, because I don't care about the reggae boys on any level. The reggae girls CAC team is playing tomorrow at 4 o'clock, the same exact time as the reggae boys U20. Isn't that a damn shame? So I'm doing a watch along for the U20 since I've been covering it, but I will have hopefully an ability to watch it on another device and go and update the people and about the girls too. Bless up Jamrock, what go on, my G? Them win yesterday, Orient. Trash beat Honduras yesterday. Remember, them have some good enough players to cause some problems and have 2 moment, 3 moment in the game. The keeper good enough to keep us in the game. So, hey, we're gonna be in the games. Them say you make your own luck, Orient. Better to be lucky than good, Orient. Any more lucky Saints? Big up yourself, same way, Orient. I tell you, say you're the most consistent YouTube commenter. Yeah, man, because Jamrock, you don't know who might have, They have to see what go on. Mas, I hope so, my G. I hope so. I'm gonna come on early tomorrow, like 3 o'clock, so we can talk a little bit before the game starts about what Jamaica need to do to win. And I'll come on early enough to where I don't see the lineup, so I can tell you what I think would I do based on what I saw in the first game and based on tactically what I think we can do to open up the Panama team. So yeah, tune in tomorrow. We're gonna try to get started about at least an hour before the game. Usually about 30 minutes, 45 minutes before we get the lineup. So to give me enough time to talk about what me would I do. I don't want to do it too early, you know. Reggae boys need technical developmental coaches. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I tell people all the time, like part of the reason why we look so anxious on the ball is because I think we take too long to see the picture because we take too long to control the ball and be able to see the picture. So I think we struggle with knowing the picture before we receive the ball. Then when we're receiving it, it takes us too long to get it under control. By that time, the picture that you would have saw because you looked and scanned before, that picture changed because it took you 2, 3 touches to control the ball. So it's a number of things that make us look the way we look when we play. The same people disrespecting the players will be jumping and cheering if they qualify. What a effed up world. For real. Contreras just been a constant outlet on this right hand side. Really? Bro, just push the man in back. Quickly taken by El Salvador. Arnold. Cup's been dealing with Tobar. I know it's rare that Tobar play a defense and both defenders just as big as him or bigger than him. Good run by Colton Swan. He's onside. Can he finish? I don't know why he let that ball roll so far. And then chose to strike at no angle. I must say something from the first game. I may hear say, me Austin agent and friend, when all I'm looking at is the long-term achievement, these are the players we are going to need for the next World Cup. Yeah, man. Hey, Jamrock, if you feel strongly about something, you can't let foul referee. Referee a penalty that. Ref, that's a penalty, ref. Bombard your VAR. VAR. Do not cheat. How you think the man end up on the ground? Yo, I know it's the dark arts team, Zin. But the man kick him in them leg, brother. Yo, stop the game. Thief. They say you got to do the Canada match. Yeah, man, I do the Canada match must. So you should definitely do it, bro. If you want to see something amazing, look up other than win after Central Jersey country win the competition on Sunday. They played 13 finals between now and then and lost them all. Damn. Yeah, man. El Salvador now try to take the ball from them either. That's a penalty milky move. I don't know how they don't look at that. These players cannot control our pass. Wait, you're watching this game right now, Orion? Are you talking about the young reggae boys? Bro, you really think you're gonna score like that? Him look back right away still, I don't know, in 2026, that might be a penalty. I'm sorry. Oh, young reggae boys. Nah, man, some of them can control and pass, brother. Some of them not as good at doing that, but of course, them can control and pass. You tell me Jamani Bell can control and pass, Nolan, Gardner, Leighton, I mean, Jermaine Young, the man they can control and pass. I tell man. Even the centre back them, when they decide not to kick it long and them decide to pass a ball on the ground and break a line, they actually do it well. Just they do it too infrequently. Their decision making is poor, yes, but I just think it's because like we don't the patterns and the movements are not fluid enough. It's too reactionary. It's almost at times too rigid, like you don't see enough interchange. So I have a lot of work to do, Irene. I will not lie to you and tell you otherwise. But the way you put it, brother, is like we have no hope at all. And I just don't think that's true. Every other team can play but us. No, man, you see deficiencies in other teams too, man. Poor touches. Yeah, what hate today, see the same bullshit sometimes where you cuss Jamaica about. Same with Cuba. Same with even USA on certain play. What a ball by Gusk. Jeez, I'm the man missed that. How you miss, brother? So Colton Swan played right through the middle and he couldn't finish it. Yo, Milky Moo, you see them tails there? I love them, because you see, when your kids or grandkids tell the tale, you're gonna have a little next part added onto it. Yeah, Gusk, number 6. So it looks like the US gonna make another change. And number 18 will be coming on. Santi. And this player was actually born in Spain, I believe. Oyar Chabal. Actually, he was born in France. Wow. Man have a name from the Basque country, and he actually does play in that region. Plays for CD Basconia right now, Segunda Federación. And a frustrated Luis Tobar comes off for Wilber Diaz. It was always going to be a tough night for any striker against this USA team. Ruben Ramos and Contreras make their way off. Torquato, who started at left back last game, comes in. He'll obviously be playing a more attacking role tonight. We'll have to wait and see the other sub. Number 18, that is Santiago. So he'll be playing that number 10 role. So no Santiago Morales tonight, no Cooper Sanchez tonight. It just goes to show the USA's depth, all these players' quality for this level, of course. And for some of them, quality at the next level as well. El Salvador flicks that down the line. The rain is falling heavily now in Puebla. We had one of these spells in Jamaica's game a couple nights ago as well. So we'll see how well Puebla's this field in Puebla holds up for the game tomorrow. Goes clears. Pena collects. Good flick out wide. Guatemala will keep it in play. Whips it into the back stick, but there's only one winner of headers, and that's Applewhite. Pena wins the second ball. Plays it out to Lopez. Lopez back to Guardado. Now over to Aguirre. Aguirre to Guatemala. Well cut out. Now stepping up Aguirre. Here's Arnold. Good shielding of the ball. Good 1-2 here, but good closing down by Torquato. Good skill. And Tristan Brown gets it, but Torquato is called, well, Arnold, sorry, is called for pulling on Torquato, the substitute. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna search it. Mayo. I'm gonna search it still. I'm gonna try to find the video. I'm sure I can find a video on it. So Aguilar has been asking for a booking, I think, for most of the game. Colton Swan was taken out there by Aguilar. And Dylan Vanny has had one of the more quiet appearances I can ever remember. Right? Could know say he was from that side of the world. Basque Country. So here is the delivery coming in now. Brown with his left foot, brilliant cross. Colton Swan, maybe the third. Well, actually, that would be fourth because he had that one tight angle shot, the through pass that he put over, and then that was a good half chance as well after set piece. The technique just wasn't good enough. Aguilar, Aguirre. We turn in midfield there. USA goes long. Brilliant ball. Here's Torquato. Good first touch. Trying to run away now. Into midfield. It's a Yarchabal. A Yarchabal. Plays it wide. This is Vanny. A Yarchabal on it again. Just plays it back to Days. Days into Cups. Cups over to Applewhite. Applewhite now to Gus. Gus. Mussendine. Mussendine. Good 1-2. Now back to Days. Wide is Ayarchabal. Ayarchabal thought of a cross, just plays it short to Musindin. Now Days. Back to Cups. Here's Days. Cups. Good ball to Musindin. Here's Ayarchabal. Inside now to Gusk. Gusk plays it out wide to Applewhite. Applewhite. So Tristan Brown. Here is Torquato. Back to Tristan Brown. He will get a... What a chop. Here's Gusk. Gusk on his left foot into the box. Cleared. Diaz can't get on the end of that one. Here's Cups. Plays it out to Days with space and time. Going forward. Plays it in Ariachabal. Good flick. Swan. And then the player is taken out from behind. That should be a yellow card. Absolutely. Pena. El Salvador, at this point, just trying to get one of the USA players to have a big reaction. It's quite clear. Yeah, you there. So a free kick after the hustle and bustle. Oh, what a little scammer goal, man. Cooper Cups get a goal. So that's 3-0. So my prediction, as long as El Salvador don't implode now and give up one more, has come true. All right, cool. Was it our own goal? So the Basque country puts it up to Applewhite, and now it did hit off the left foot of Cups, I believe. Didn't know much about it, but 3-0 to the USA. What are they checking now? Handball? So that counts. So it is given to Christopher Cups. Aguilar, Pena, Arnold. Jeez, what that? Hey, Archibald, Swan. Here's Bunny. Take him on, brother. I hate how this kid Vanny play. I shouldn't say that, but I don't like how the man play, bro. Real robot. Mm-mm. Play like a real Spaniard. USA just keeping the ball away from El Salvador. Yeah, man, them a keep it away from them, brother. Have some patience too. Them calm, nah force it. So make sure El Salvador not touch it. Boy, I saw no good little bit, you know, man. But I get an extra 3 points today. Well, I would have gotten the 3 points today, not extra. Even though let me not say that yet, because USA could score again if they feel like. I feel like 'cause El Salvador really tired now. Space is opening up much more than the rest of the game. You just can't keep up when USA inject any little pace into them play. Gus Knapp for the first time winning a ball in midfield and calming everything down. Think Jamaica can beat them. USA not all that, bro. I believe in my country. 3-0 we beat them. Alright, Drew. I hope we get to book them in the tournament. And I hope when that day forward, you forward, you know? Because I would love to see that as well. And that one ends 3-0. So USA 3, El Salvador nil. That was my prediction before the game. So everybody should have known that's how the game would have gone. And Aguilar wants to fight someone, not sure who. If he want to fight him teammate, them or the ref, or who he want to fight. Aguilar, relax, man. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you want to tell the ref, bro? So I almost turned into a ugly scene there. So Moss, it will be an interesting one as to how that will all go. I will break that all down in just a second. Let me just show you guys the stats overall for the game. Nothing really given up. 0.01 in the second half in terms of expected goals for the USA, or for El Salvador, sorry. 2.74. So right at their expected goals, 3 goals on the night. Ball possession stayed pretty much the same throughout. I think it might have been 79-21 after the first half. So still in the 70s and 20s. 15 shots to 3 total, 5 shots on target, no shots on target all game for El Salvador. They did create 5 big chances, but Colton Swan, who came on in the second half, um, one of the backup strikers, he had a poor finishing night. So my prediction was able to stay true. 94% passing percentage for the US, 80% in the end for El Salvador. So improved that drastically in after the first half. I think they were 60 odd, yeah, 65. So much better in the second half in terms of accuracy. But USA still outpassed them by almost 400 passes and had a 94% passing accuracy. So very, very clean on the ball today, USA. Corners 2-2. Somebody was asking the corner total, so it wasn't very high. 20 touches in the opposition box to 4. One accurate 2 pass that was Gusk through the middle, giving Swan a brilliant opportunity 1v1. Couldn't convert. 19 of 47 long passes, 40%. 25 of 42, 60%. Context Jamaica 71 the other day. So I know we don't like to chance playing to any presser or press, but I feel like we overdo it. We can be in the 50s and still, play a safer game than some that play out every single time. Passes in the final third, USA with a high 77%. That's not good for the other team if they're doing that well in the final third. Cross is 5 of 18, so that went down in terms of accuracy throughout the game. 2 of 10 in the end for El Salvador. Then you have duels, 37 apiece, so equal there. Both teams made 5 tackles, but El Salvador was 5 of 12, USA 5 of 7, 16 clearances. Interceptions, USA had 1 more, no errors leading to shots or goals. And even though he conceded 3, still with a positive goals prevented, El Salvador's keeper, Alegria. So that is what we saw in terms of the statistics. Best player in terms of the rating for El Salvador tonight was Aguilar, who got the yellow card in the end or in the second half. And then for the USA, with that goal, of course, it would be Cups, who ended up not winning any ground duels. So one thing I've learned in this game, USA center backs are great aerially, but they don't like ground duels. I think between them they might have won 1 out of about 10. Did commit 4 fouls on the day, so Tobar did at least get him to foul him. 1 interception, 1 clearance, 3 recoveries, 96% passing accuracy, 119. And when he went long, it made sense. 8 out of 10. Very, very good there. 129 touches on the day. 70% on his progressive passes. They did miss a big chance as well as score. And perhaps it was like the first initial attempt when he scored the goal, and then it came back to him and he finished. But definitely a threat from set pieces today. So any team that plays him coming up need to be aware of that. Then Contreras, he had a good game, not loading his stats for some reason. Gusk, who have been kind of growing to see what he does out there. Took him a while to show me the reason why I think he's probably in this team, but definitely a highly intelligent player, just takes up good positions, always available to receive. Just keeps it simple. A player that if he does his job well, you probably don't talk about him that much. But today he definitely was in the game a lot. 95 touches, so being on the ball constantly, nice high, 92%. Of course, on the passes where he's trying to thread the needle into the final third, not as high as the percentage there. But we love the through pass and the big chance created. You play simple all game just to have that one opportunity to play that killer pass, and he executed it. So I have to give him his credit there. 3 shots, I think he hit the post with 1 of them. Got fouled 3 times. Strong in the ground duels. Didn't commit a foul, had 1 interception, 1 clearance, and 6 recoveries. So active. Then you have Applewhite, the beast in the air, 4 out of 4. So sorry, I made a mistake. So it was 3 out of 9 in ground duels, 100% in aerial duels. So Jamaica, you see that? We're going to have to ban you from long ball because you're not going to win any against these guys, but you can dribble them though. So get the ball to the people in feet and let them play some little pass in and around, get them running and dribble them. Yeah, man. That's what you have to do to play this team and get a chance to do anything. All right, people. Now, before we head out tonight, what we want to do is must ask the question, who would get who and who would get who. So let me show Mas how the breakdown go. All right, watch this. Watch this, watch this, watch this. All right, so these are the groups. USA 6 points, Cuba 3, goal difference separates them, and Haiti on 3 points as well. Then this is the other group with 2 matches played. Group B, Mexico 6, Guatemala 3, Costa Rica 3. Similar scenario, a goal differential of 4 goals, +3 to -1 between those two second and third place teams, and a team on 0 points. In this case, Antigua and Barbuda, they have 1 better goal difference than El Salvador, who is now at -6. And then in Group C, which only 1 game has been played, Canada and Jamaica have that 2 difference in the goal difference, +3 to +1. And then Honduras and Panama, 1 -1, 1 -3. So what I want to show you guys is the overall ranking of the teams. So one thing that's, I think, extremely interesting is it will be 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, and 4 versus 5. So there is a world where Canada could play Jamaica tomorrow and end up playing each other in the quarterfinal game to get to the World Cup after playing in the same group, because they're going to just re-rank it based on where you finish, where you are overall in the ranking. So basically, Canada plays Honduras tomorrow. Let's say Canada wins the game 3-0 again. Mexico would then drop down to the 3rd spot. Jamaica, if they were to win, right, would move up past Guatemala as a 2nd place team with, more points. They would have 6 points. Canada would also have 6, but have a +6 goal difference. We would be, if we were to win, let's say 2-1 again, we'd be on +2, but we'd have 6 points and jump above Guatemala and Cuba into 4th spot, which means we would play either Guatemala or Cuba, because they would be 5th and we would be 4th. But as it stands right now, if the results were to hold and you put everything through, and Canada ended up the 3rd ranked 1st place team, and Jamaica ended up the 3rd ranked 2nd place team, then 3 versus 6 would face each other and would play each other again after playing each other in the last game of the group stage. So that's a bit crazy to me that that's even possible, but that is how it's going to go. It will just be re-ranked. They won't just say, 1A is going to play the 3rd place from either this group, that group. No, they're going to re-rank it based on how many points you get. So there's like an overall league ranking, and based off of that, boom. Within reason, because of course, 1st place teams will fall either 1st, 2nd, or 3rd in this bracket. 2nd place teams will fall 4th, 5th, or 6th, and the 2 best 3rd place will be 7 or 8. So that's how it's gonna go, Mas, from this point forward. So big matches tomorrow, people. What is it? 4 o'clock my time, Jamaica, Panama, and then 9 o'clock over there. 9 o'clock my time, Canada, Honduras. So we'll have a much clearer picture of how this looks. So after the game tomorrow night, well, probably not tomorrow night because I won't be streaming that game. But I'll be back Thursday at some point. So whenever we have a stream Thursday, I'll pull this back up and see where we are. Now that all the 3 groups have played 2 games, and we'll see where we're at in the overall rankings and each individual group as well. All right, but that's how Concacaf decided to do it this time. We're going to see if, they have I don't know if it's a nightmare, but if that scenario were to come up where Canada faced off with Jamaica the last game and then they're right back to play them in a quarterfinal game, that would be kind of mad still. You should have. So you think Jamaica can beat USA? It's possible, you know, because football them are playing, you know. But it's gonna take a serious kind of effort. Yep, all the groups same points. Honduras will be desperate. Antigua out already. I keep getting breaking news, JGTV, that we are agreeing with Newcastle. Really? That's good. I won't believe it until I see the jersey. You know me, Mas. I'm a pessimist when it comes to these transfers. Right, I go to count sheep. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Yeah, man, the stats them serious, man. Quarters, we might face off again. Can we win the championship? Um, Again, it's football and playing, so it's possible. But I wouldn't put us as the favorites right now. No. Yeah, it's different. It's what I mean. We're playing a desperate. Yeah, man. Think I may like this. No lucky draw. Yeah, no lucky draw. Everything re-ranked. How did you do? That's who you're gonna play. I think Jamaica 2 p.m. mass time, Canada 7 p.m. mass time. So mass, you're on the same time as Puebla where they're playing, because that's local times of those games. Yeah. Anyway, people, 2 hours and 13 minutes on the clock. Had a great stream as usual with you guys. Respect for the engagement, the comments, the likes on the video. Didn't really get to where I would have want them to go. So, people, if you haven't remembered to hit the like button on the way out, please do smash the like button. Drew Andrews, DeAndre Salmon, don't upset that I'm not saying we're going to win outright. Just like the video, my G. Don't bad mind me for my opinion, sir. But yeah, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up to each and every one of you that tuned in tonight and supported the channel even by viewing it. We greatly appreciate that. On the way out, as I said before, people, please do consider hitting that like button. Please do if you haven't already. I know if you're actually commenting, you have already, because I have it on subscribers only, I believe. So thank you first and foremost for your subscription. Anybody that did add a subscription to the tally tonight, we greatly appreciate that. We're just going to continue to grow the channel organically like we have been. And yeah, it's not really, you know, a job or anything like that to me. You know, I just love football and I like to talk about football. And I would have been talking about football if I didn't turn on this camera. So hey, I figure I can turn on the camera, talk to some other people that love football, bounce opinions and ideas off each other, and I just enjoy this either way. And I love, actually, more than anything, to have a game to talk about in real time, so we can kind of hear my thoughts about plays that I see and how my thoughts are and my process, how I see the game, and I can hear from other people how they see the game, different calls, different things of that nature that you discuss in real time. That is really why I enjoy doing watch along. Somebody asked me the other day why I like doing it. You know, I'm not the people not, or why do they watch this? And I think hearing a different perspective from what you're used to from just the commentary team, you might get different type of anecdotal stuff that can just be talked about because we're not bound to, you know, the television broadcast. So it's just, I think that the way that this whole watch along culture and thing is cool, because for years I've been turning down my sound when I watch football. So it doesn't really bother me to watch the game without the commentary. And this is just, you know, another way to have a different type of experience while they watch the football. So people, I just want to say respect again for the support that I've been getting lately. And oh, big up Mas for your membership, bro. Greatly appreciate it. It's another way you can support. In the description, you'll see the join button. It's $1.99 a month. It's just a way to just, you know, show some love and support to the channel. Make sure that we can keep this thing going. You know what I mean? And yeah, respect for that, Mas, and everyone else who has become a member and stayed a member. We greatly appreciate it, because you guys don't have to do that, right? So people, that's enough for me chatting up my mouth. I'm gonna sign off for the evening. We have a big one tomorrow, people. I will be on, I will be on at least an hour before kickoff for the Jamaica versus Panama matchup. Let's get 3 more points, Reggae Boys. Hopefully we can. DeAndre Salmon, I know you think that we will, but yeah. I am Liverpool fan, but come to country, we're united and believe, bro. Yeah, man, work is all I put in, bro. No kind of no kind of weight name there. No kind of yeah, nothing, but still. No comment. Big up Jamrock, another real one. I follow the football and passionate about it. And don't make them call you down for your opinion, them, my G. And don't feel bad if people are say things, G. I just saw it go. Your opinion is gonna be out there. They're gonna, if you put it out there, it might get ridiculed, it might get praised. That's all life go. That's all life go, my G. But if you feel convicted and you feel like you have a case, then state your case and make your case. But I make people call you down. Big up, Sam, man. Big up, big up, big up. Yeah, man. Tomorrow we'll reason again, man. All right, people. Once again, respect must. You're a legend, my G. Respect for the membership. And people, he also has his own channel. And I'm sure tomorrow night, while Jason Gooner is taking a rest from doing the live streams, you guys should check out Mas and his stream because he's a Canadian. And yeah, sometimes you need different perspectives. Don't listen to the same voice every time, saying the same thing. Different perspectives is very good, right? So give us a look. See the information right there. You can click on his name and see his channel. Just go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can get notified when him go live. And then give him a chance and hear him pre the football and see the football. All right, people. Big up on yourselves. Thanks again for tuning in. Respect again to Mas for becoming a member. I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. Until tomorrow, people, big up on yourselves. We will return. Come on, young reggae boys. 3 more.